Hello everybody and welcome back for episode 2 of the Doll Symposium. As always, I am your host, Shizusan, and my lovely assistant is the very beautiful Chitose. So without further ado, why don't we start today's topics? Alright, so before we start today's actual topics, let's do a recap from last week. So last week's episode 1 of the Doll Symposium, we talked about a lot of topics. And as I said, the reason why it's called the Symposium is that it is a gathering of like-minded people discussing a topic, which is dolls in this case. So a lot of you have commented down below, and I do want to say thank you for all your really cool comments and congratulating me on my new show, and a lot of you that like the new format. I really appreciate all your kind words. It is much appreciated. But I do want to highlight 2 individuals that did mention something in the comments that I want to talk about on the video. So, number 1, I'm going to read this, so I got to look down. From Derpy Jolteon 201, who says, there was actually a snow version of the Kagamine twins, so it would be amazing to see those 2 become dolls, or at least get the outfits. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I mean, we've had Snow Miku and a lot of different variations of Snow Miku. So the fact that there are Kagamine twins in a snow version, that would be really cool, actually. If anything, I guess the girl, whose name is, I think it's Rin, right? Rin? She is actually more popular than the boy. So getting to her at least as a snow version would be awesome. But I think because they're twins, definitely should be both of them. But if they don't, at least the snow outfits would be really cool. So I definitely agree on that. Maybe we'll see that sometime in the future, but not for this 2020 outfit, as we will get into when we get to Dollfie Dream. But I thought that was a very interesting point that Derpy Jolteon 201 brought up. Now, number 2 was another comment by an individual by Silky Cherry. So Silky Cherry says, there is another option if you don't win at Click War. The official Dollfie Dream Friends shop will have these dolls for sale too. So anyone that don't win or doesn't win at Click War should try those. Check the official Dollfie Dream website. There's a list of friend shops. This is really cool information because I myself didn't even know that. However, I did have a problem with this because I did go to the Dollfie Dream official site and I couldn't find that link to the affiliate friend shops. So Silky Cherry, or if anyone else out there can put it in the comments section down below, the actual link to these friend shops. Now, one thing I do want to note is that I went on Google and I just typed in Dollfie Dream friend shops, and there was a couple shops that did come up, which I'm assuming is affiliated with Dollfie Dream because it has their logo and everything on the bottom. I don't know like if that's the real identifier or not, or someone just put it there. I have no idea. But if you do Google Dollfie Dream friend shops, there is a couple that do come up, and I didn't even know these existed, and some of them are really cool with a lot of awesome options that you can buy from. So definitely check that out, and if any of you have a link on the official Dollfie Dream website for all the stores list, I would appreciate that if you put it down in the comment section down below. Now, that's everything for our recap. Let's get into today's actual topics. So, first up, let's start with some Dollfie Dream news. So, first, Volks International posted this, as we've been talking for a long time now, the Doll Party 42 after event, which is actually going to be today, well, or tomorrow, depending on how you look at it, because as the airing of this video, it's actually the 17th of January, and it's going to be the 18th of January in Japan later on today. So the evening of the 17th for us in the USA, but for those of you that live in Japan or on that side of the world, it's probably going to be the 18th soon for you, or already is the 18th, depending on when you watch this video. But anyways, basically it's going to be this weekend starting on the 18th Japanese Standard Time. So as I mentioned in previous videos, there's going to be a lot of really cool things offered during this event, as well as 2 new version 2 of Dollfie Dreams with the Ranko Kanzaki and Arl. So if you are interested in any of those, make sure you go to the Volks International website on January 18th, Japanese Standard Time, or January 17th in the US in the evening. So anywhere else around the world, I don't know how to tell the time conversions, like off the top of my head. You could probably Google it. Just Google it. It'll be on there. Anyways, let's keep moving. So I did mention this a little bit earlier during the recap, but Volks has posted in this picture here that the new Snow Miku 2020 event item or item for this year is going to be the Snow Parade outfit. And this is actually a really cool outfit. I think it looks pretty awesome. It's like those marching band type outfits, kind of like, I think somebody said it on Twitter, it like reminds them of like the Nutcracker kind of thing. So this is definitely a cool outfit. I think it definitely fits the Christmassy kind of feel, or at least the snow holiday kind of feel. But I definitely like this. It's pretty cool. So those of you that were hoping for something more of a doll, unfortunately it didn't go that way this year, or it hasn't for a couple years. But we do get another really cool outfit out for this. Now, as for the release date, we don't actually know that yet, or at least I don't. If you guys have heard of a release date, put it on the comment section down below so everybody else can see it. But as of right now, I do not know of a release date for this outfit as of yet, and I haven't seen anything posted on the Volks website. But I could be wrong. If you guys do find it, put it down in the comment section down below. Now, lastly, I do want to mention that in this picture here, Volks USA has announced that their website has incurred some bugs or some serious issues, and it hasn't been taken down. So as of right now, as this recording, when some of you are watching this on Friday, the website is up now. I was able to go on the website, check through it, look through a couple different things. So it is up now, but historically, since it went down on Tuesday, a couple days ago, it's been on and then off and then on and off a lot. So I don't know if right now it's no longer on, but as of the recording of this video, it was up. So just know that there is been some hiccups, and Volks USA themselves hasn't officially announced that everything is stable and back to normal. So it's quite possible that if you're watching this video and you go to the website and it's not on, that could be possible. So we'll hope to and wait and see for Volks USA to actually make an official announcement that everything is okay. But I was able to, I can't speak. I was able to go on the Volks USA website before I started recording this video. So it was up when I did check. But other than that, that's everything for Dollfie Dream News this week. So let's move on to some Smart Doll news. Now, Danny Chu has posted in this picture here a small update. So there hasn't been much news been posted about Smart Dolls for quite some time, and that's because over the holidays, Danny Chu did get sick, and in the recovery process, he's been just not been able to post a lot of things because obviously he wasn't feeling well. But he did mention in this post, combined with the whole radio silence thing, he mentioned something pretty cool. Now, there are no pictures, but he did say that a new licensed Smart Doll is going to be announced during Wonderfest this February 9th. So for those of you that don't know, in Asia there is going to be a festival or convention that's called Wonder Festival. And it's a festival where all these different companies get together and announce all their new prototypes or new releases that are going to be coming out in the year 2020 or even beyond. And so Danny Chu is going to announce during Wonder Festival this new licensed doll. Now, he has given us a couple of clues if you want to pause the video and read the actual thing, or go to his Instagram and read the whole thing. But I will say in his clues, he did mention, one, it was a him. So it's going to be a male doll. Two, it's going to have plamo hair that is kind of like, it's like a hard vinyl hair instead of like the soft hair like Chitose has. And it's reminiscent something of Dragon Ball style hair where it's spiked up. Now, he said it's not Dragon Ball, but he's using it as an example to show that, it spikes up kind of like my hair. And then it's really hard to do if you have like regular wig hair like Chitose, so it's going to be plamo hair for this doll. As well as he said that this character has its chest out and running with his arms flailing behind them. Now, I have a couple of ideas of what this could be. I'm sure a lot of you have a couple ideas from these hints of what it could be, and I don't know if I should say what I think it's going to be, or if I should let you guys guess down in the comment section down below, and during next week's recap, I'll say what I think. But I'm going to keep it to myself for now. But I do want to know what you guys think. What do you think from all these different hints that he's given us is going to be the new licensed doll that is to be announced this February 9th? I have a few ideas. It kind of starts with Ni and ends with Ja. So let's see. Let's see what we get. But it's definitely a pretty cool announcement. I'm liking the hints. There's so many things that pop into my head that could fill these hints. But we are going to have to wait till at least February 9th to find out who this new Smart Doll release is going to be. But put it down in the comment section down below what you guys think could be, what Danny Chu will announce on the February 9th. Anyways, let's keep going. So, Danny Chu has posted in this picture here that Smart Doll Genesis is now back on. So, Genesis was actually released before Christmas in a very small limited quantity, and Danny Chu has now replenished it, and she is now available for purchase on the Smart Doll website. So those of you that weren't able to or missed out on the first release before Christmas, she is now on the website, and I did check, she is still available as of this video. So if you do want Genesis, please visit the Smart Doll website and purchase her there. Now, Danny Chu has also mentioned in this picture here that there are a bunch of new apparel. Well, he didn't actually say it in this picture, but in this picture he has posted that the new lace boots are out on the Smart Doll website. Now, in addition to this, there are other things when I went to go check the website, such as the cream cardigan and the little sock coverings over the laced boots in this picture. Those are all up on the website. So if you are interested in those items, do check out the Smart Doll website for those. Now, another thing I noticed when I was searching through the Smart Doll website, and I know a couple of you have noticed as well because I've seen a couple posts about it, is that if you look on the Smart Doll page, Smart Doll Infinity had a change. So, in this picture here, Smart Doll Infinity had a small upgrade, or small version 1.2, let's say, where basically he changed her hairstyle to the sunset, I think it's called sunset, right? Or no, mermaid sunset wig. So you could see the little curls there, and it's a little bit more orangey for hair instead of the old version, which was kind of straight. So this definitely, I think, is a good change for her. There was nothing wrong with the original Infinity. She was very awesome and cute looking, but this new hair design is also very awesome and cute looking. So if you like the new version of Infinity, and you don't have one yet, do go to the Smart Doll website and purchase her. If you already have Infinity, I actually didn't check. I should check, actually. Let me, hold on. I'm going to do it right now. And I told you there is no editing of this video. I'm going to look it up real quick. Hairstyles. Okay. So, as of this video, I just checked it right now, the mermaid sunset orange wig is not available for purchase separately as of yet. So it's not on the website. But I'm assuming maybe at some point it'll be on the website. Hopefully it will be. I don't know. We'll see. I'm out of focus here. Oh, sorry, my big head in the camera. Okay, so hopefully Danny Chu will put it on the website sometime in the future, maybe. I mean, he usually does. Whether or not it's going to be in a lot or small quantities, we don't know yet. But it's quite possible that that wig might end up as an individual piece to buy. So those of you that already own Infinity that like this new hairstyle, hopefully if we get a lot of demand for it, send a tweet out to Danny Chu or a message on Instagram. Let them know that you're interested in purchasing it separately. You never know. It might happen and it might be available for purchase. So let's keep moving on. So Danny Chu posted this recently. This is the last thing I'm going to talk about on Smart Doll News, is a new prototype. So Danny Chu has posted in this picture here of a DC Comics collaboration. Now, he didn't officially say that Harley Quinn is going to be the next Smart Doll licensed by DC. But he did say that Harley Quinn has many different versions. And if Harley Quinn were to be a Smart Doll, which version would you prefer, and be specific? So this way, I guess, specificity is really good since there's so many different versions. Danny Chu wants to make sure he gets the right version. Now, I'm sure he has a couple ideas in his own head of which one he would like to produce and would look good in Smart Doll mold, but he's leaving it up to the rest of us to help him out. So do send a message to Danny Chu on Instagram and Twitter. Let him know what version of Harley Quinn is your favorite, and you never know, it could be the version that that will be picked. Now, I will give you my opinion. I am not a huge fan of Harley Quinn. I think her character is interesting, and it's really cool in certain situations, especially the dynamic between Harley Quinn and Joker. There's also Harley Quinn in the Suicide Squad, and there's Harley Quinn in Birds of Prey, and Harley Quinn in Poison Ivy. There's all different kinds of things in the DC universe. And there's all different kinds of artists that make different renditions or versions of her depending on which one that you are watching. Now, I don't really read too many comics that involve Harley Quinn, but there is a line of DC comics that I'm a huge fan of, and it's somewhat recent, I guess in the last 5 years or 6 years, it's been recent. There is a line for a lot of the characters. Not all, but quite a few of the characters, and it's called the DC Comics Bombshells. Now, it started out as statues, and then it kind of moved on to its own comic book. Now, I never actually read the comic book versions. I have bought them, and they're all sitting in the corner, but I actually never read them. But anyways, the Bombshells is DC Comics' take on pinup girls from, I guess, the 1950s or something. So let me give you an example. So back in World War II, some of the fighter planes had pinup girls painted on the sides. And this is an example of a very famous one that was made into a movie, and it's called the Memphis Belle. And this is a picture of the actual plane in the museum in Ohio, the United States Air Force Museum. This is the actual plane refurbished, and this is the pinup girl. I don't know if you could see it. I'm going to try to zoom in on it, and that's what she looks like there. Now, not all the pinup girls were actually tame. Some of them were very, very risque and straight up nude. So not all of them are child appropriate. I understand that. But the Memphis Belle one, I think, is a pretty tame one. And it's a pretty popular one. There are 2 different movies out there. I highly recommend you watch them, as it's a pretty good movie. But that's my own opinion, of course. Some of you might not agree, but let me know in the comment section down below. Anyways, before I got on that huge tangent, so DC Comics has made their own version, and I do like the Harley Quinn version of it, which is right here. Now, I understand, now that you're looking at it, that this version of Harley Quinn is not the traditional one that everyone has seen. This is the pinup girl bombshell version. I think it's really cool. I like it, although realistically, to convert this version into a smart doll might not be too realistic, and it might not work. However, since we're on the topic, there are a couple girls in the Bombshell line that I think could be really good smart doll candidates. And my favorite version of a my favorite version of a Bombshell girl is this one here, and that is Black Canary. I think she looks really cool. I have the statue of this one, and I have like a little poster version of this one. I think she looks really awesome, and she is not, you know, super duper risque, but you know, she does have that sex appeal to her, and I think it's a really cool one. Maybe it's just me, maybe it's because I'm a guy or whatever. I don't know. I just think this is a really cool version of her, as well as there is a Catwoman version, which is this one here, and there's also a Supergirl version, which is this one here. But to go back on topic, if there was going to be a Harley Quinn, you were to ask me, I say this one. I like this version of Harley Quinn. But let me know what you guys think. Put it down in the comment section down below. Ooh, for some reason, I can't talk. But that really wraps up everything for this week's episode of the Doll Symposium. So now, before I let you guys go, I want to do the last part of the video, which is going to be the community shoutout. So, I've had 2 weeks since the last episode, and I've only had 1 submission, and that's okay, but do remember that the community shoutout only works if I have individuals such as yourselves that want to participate. So for this week, I only have one entry, and I'm gonna have to read it because this one's a pretty long one. So let's do the shout out. So this is the picture right here from user at JadeBrats18 on Instagram. So this is her message to everybody. I'm going to read it out. It's a little bit long, so I'm going to edit out certain parts that were a little repeated. So, but basically this is the whole gist of it. I'm fairly new to the BJD, Smart Doll, Dollfie Dream, etc. hobby. However, I always loved and had dolls since I was little. I mostly collect Bratz dolls, but also Barbie, Monster High, and Ever After High. Sadly, all my favorite brands are kinda dead at the moment. About a year and some months ago, I could fulfill one of my dreams, which is having the Dollfie Dream Miku Hatsune doll. Normally, I would never spend so much money on one single doll, but I'm such a huge Miku fan, I knew that one day I just had to have her. Over that short of time, I even was able to get 2 more Dollfie Dream dolls, Luca Megurin and Sakura Miku, so that my Dollfie family has now grown to 3 members. I hope I am able to get the rest of the Vocaloid Dollfies, which will take some years for sure. Since I'm so new to Dollfies, I don't have any friends that are collecting these kinds of dolls. I'm also not very good in taking pictures with them yet, but I hope I can learn from people. I always love to take pictures with any of my dolls, which you can see on my Instagram account. I would love to make new friends in this hobby. And that is from at JadeBrats18 on Instagram, as well as you can find her on Flickr at JadeBrats18 as well. So thank you JadeBrats18 for submitting your email to be shared on today's episode of Community Shoutout. As for your comments here, the picture, I don't know what you're talking about. This picture is pretty good. I like it. I think it's a really good picture. I myself am not really good at taking pictures. I mean, some people say my pictures are so amazing, and then some people say it could use a little work. It really depends. I personally think that my pictures aren't that great. That's just me, but I'm always trying to strive, to get better, so I'm always just taking more and more pictures. But I think this picture that you have shared with us for your Hatsune Miku looks really awesome. Now, as for the BJD hobby, thank you for joining the BJD hobby, or should I say, welcome to the BJD hobby. I see here that you also collect Barbie, Monster High, and Ever After High. Those dolls are actually pretty cool too. My daughter actually collects a lot of those Ever After High dolls. Those are like her favorite ones. But yeah, there's definitely a huge difference between the size of those dolls between Dollfie Dream and Smart Doll. They're definitely much bigger dolls, and definitely different materials. But that's why I have the community shout out, so that those of you can share your information, share your pictures with everybody else. And this is how we all become friends and become a community, is by sharing. So thank you for submitting, and hopefully we can get some more submissions for our next episode of the Doll Symposium. Now remember, if you want to be featured in the community shoutout, all you have to do is send me an email to dlwshizusan@gmail.com. And you need 4 different things. 1, a photo of your doll. Can be any doll that you want, any brand that you want. And let us know what the doll is if it's not the original. Like if you made a custom doll, let us know what the base doll is that you used, or parts that you used to create your own custom doll. And then 3rd, I need a message. Any message, as you can see, as at Jade Brats has provided us, any message that you would like to send, and I will read it out here on the Doll Symposium. And then lastly, I need your information on where you can be found, or share your information on where you can be found, whether it's your Instagram handle, your Twitter handle, your Flickr handle, your YouTube channel, your Etsy page. If you have your own blog, just put it in the email and let me know which information you want to share and which information is private. So this way I don't accidentally give out any info that you don't want anyone to have. So just let me know which is okay to say. But that's everything. So hopefully I'll get more submissions from the rest of the community and we can share it in episode 3. But thank you everybody for watching. As always, I'm your host, Shizusan, and my beautiful assistant today is the very lovely Chitose. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.
This is our time, this is our life. Sometimes all you need is a smile to get by.